I want to play a game. Would you play a game with me? Our game is follow the leader, but I don't want you to laugh. Are you ready to play? Anything that I do, you do with me, but make sure you don't laugh. Okay, here we go. First, we're gonna wiggle our arms. Are you doing it? Can you wiggle your arms? How about your mom and dad? Can they wiggle their arms? Okay, now we're gonna bring our whole body in. Is your whole body moving and wiggling and flowing and dancing? Now how about your face? I want you to do what I'm doing. Stick out your tongue. Okay, now wiggle and wrinkle up your nose. All right, now make the silliest face you possibly can. Oh, that made me laugh. Did you laugh or did you keep a straight face? When I laugh, it makes me think about our topic today. And our topic is about being happy. Have you ever had to share a toy? Have you ever had to share a toy when you didn't really want to share a toy? What we talked about last week was God loved us so much that He shared. He shared His only Son, Jesus Christ, onto the cross so that He could have a relationship with us. That's really, really amazing. But once we know about God's love and we accept God's love, the Bible talks a little bit about what we should do with that love. So let's open up our Bibles and look and see what it says in Matthew 22:39. And the second is like this: you shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. If God loved us so much that He would share His Son with us just to show us how much He loved us, He's asking us to do that with our neighbor. Your neighbor is not just the old lady that lives next door, but it's also all of the kids in your neighborhood, including the ones that go to your school. It's your classmates. It's kids you might meet at the park. We want to make sure that we're showing God's love to everyone that we meet. Have you ever had a conversation with your friend that's gone like this? I want to play Legos. Well, I don't want to play Legos. I want to play Fortnite. Well, I don't want to play Fortnite. Let's go to the park. I hate being outside. Let's watch a movie. I don't want to watch a movie. It's very challenging to do something with your friend that maybe you didn't really want to do in the first place. But if you're loving your neighbor as you love yourself, you are going to show your friend the same kind of courtesy you would if you were choosing something you would want to do. Let's watch our comic hero and see when Susie has the opportunity to try something new, how that goes for her.
Why do you even like that show?
Uncle Ty is hilarious, and I want to be a duck hunter one day.
Duck hunting is so lame. See you later, Johnny. Is Johnny home?
Yes, he's in the living room.
Johnny, I'm sorry about what I said about Duck Legacy.
Huh, she is not.
Yes, she is.
I forgive you, Susie. Want to learn how to duck hunt?
Yes. How does it work?
Duck!
Today we're talking about
I'm excited to be a duck hunter.
loving God in all we do.
I wonder.
Even duck hunting?
I'm not so... Of course you can.
Do you see anything?
Not yet.
I'm hungry.
Duck.
Johnny, Susie.
Oh, sorry.
Hunting makes him happy.
So you might notice that I've got my friends Dexter and Morgan here with me, and they're sitting pretty nicely. There's lots of people out on bikes and other dogs, and they're really listening and obeying pretty well right now. But I bet if I start to pull out their favorite treat, they're gonna begin to get excited. What do you guys think? Do you think they're gonna want me to share with them, or should I just keep the treat? Well, let's see what happens. Dexter, Morgan, do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? What do you think? Do you think that they want it? Do you think that they're excited about the treat? I think that they're kind of excited about the treat. What do you think? Do you think they want it? Oh yeah, they want the treat, but they know better to take it without me saying that I'm gonna share it with them. So what would you do if you were me? Would you keep the treat and put it back in your pocket and not give them any? Oh, I bet you wouldn't. I bet you would take that treat out and you would share it with these dogs, because you know how excited it would make them to be able to get a treat. Let's see what happens. Dexter, Morgan, you're okay. Take it nice. Do you think they're happy that they got that treat? Yes, they're happy. Morgan's even smiling. You can't even tell because she's not turned towards the camera. I love it when I can make my dogs happy by giving them a treat. I love it when I can make the kids happy in class by giving each one of you a Starburst. When we share with other people, it makes them see God's love even better than before, because the more we share, the more we see God's love. Just like in our story with Susie and Johnny. Susie didn't really want to do duck hunters in the beginning, but then when she tried it with Johnny, what happened by the end of our comic hero? Well, she was having a great time and so much fun, she even forgot she was still in the classroom. When I share with the dogs, it helps me to feel happy. When you share with your friends, it's gonna help you to feel happy. Why? Because the more we share God's love, the happier we are. Tell you, this story is from the Bible and it's found in Luke 10. It's called The Good Samaritan. Have you heard it before? It's about a man who's traveling along a road and a bunch of robbers and bandits come and they beat this man up. They take all of his goods and his possessions and they leave him laying on the side of the road. While he's laying there on the road, 3 different people cross his path. The first one is a pastor from a church. You know what this pastor does? He just steps right past this man and he keeps on going. Well, he didn't even help him. The second person, he went to a church and you know what he did? Did he stop and help the man? No. He just walked right on over him and kept on going. The last man, he didn't even attend a church. But you know what he did? He stopped and he helped the man on the road. He was a good Samaritan. He helped him. He picked him up. He put him on his donkey. He took him to a hotel. He paid for his room. He paid for Band-Aids and everything that he needed to help fix this man and make him all better. And he gave the innkeeper, the hotel owner, extra money so that he could stay there while he went to complete his business. I think he showed the love of God even better than those first 2 individuals, don't you think? So I have some questions and I want you to answer. So get ready because you're going to shout them out really loud. Okay, are you ready? Here's the first question. How many men approached the man that was laying on the ground? How many men came? That's right, 3. 3 men saw this man lying in the road. How many men did not help him? Correct again. 2 men didn't help him. The 1 man stopped and helped the man that was lying on the side of the road. Why does God want us to show love to other people? You're correct again. Because it shows the goodness of God. Because when we know how much God loves us, we can take that love and we can show that love to other people. Now, here's a really tough question. How about the two individuals, the ones that worked and went to a church and they stepped over that man? Well, does that make them bad people? I told you it was a trick question. Did you say yes? Well, it doesn't necessarily make them bad people, but when we choose to act selfishly, that doesn't help to show people what God's love is really like. We've really learned a lot today about sharing God's love with others. But before we're done, let's just take a minute and think of how can you show God's love to someone else this week? Do you have any ideas? Maybe it's doing the dishes for your mom. Maybe it's putting your bike away without your dad ever telling you to. Maybe it's sharing some of your candy stash with your brother or your sister. Maybe it's taking some flowers to the little old lady next door and leaving them on her doorstep. Maybe it's sharing your toys or doing something with a friend that wouldn't have been your first choice. I hope that you think of a way that you can show God's love to other people this week. Thanks so much for joining us. See you next week.